obviously that was a very disappointing, embarrassing loss to our in-state rivals. It was obvious to everybody. It was just a sad performance, and the Auburn fans, the Auburn alumni, people that deserve that, what they got tonight. So we did all the classic things in a football game that you can't do and win it, and we just got beat. So everybody saw how it happened. We weren't very efficient offensively. We certainly weren't very efficient defensively, and special teams we were very sporadic as well. So I think that pretty much speaks for itself on why it happened tonight and what happened. And again, very poor performance.
Gene, given what this rivalry means to everyone in the state, how do you explain the talent gap between Alabama and Auburn right now?
Well, I don't, we got to coach better, we got to play better, and they just soundly beat us.
Gene, we've seen the product on the field this year. Is the program as bad as the play seems to have indicated?
I think that's, up to whoever the eye of the beholder is. Obviously, there's sometimes when we played well, there's sometimes when we played extremely poor. And again, that goes back to us coaching better and us playing better.
Gene, have you been told whether you'll return next year as head coach?
This again, I'm not going to go into the all of the job situation with any questions. This isn't about me. I've got a locker room full of guys over here that are very, very disappointed and hurting, starting with our seniors. That's my focus. So I'm not going to entertain any of those questions. And again, my focus is to get back in there with them and again, trying to lead a group of very disappointed young men and coaches.
Gene, what kind of positives can you take from this season?
No, there weren't many. There weren't many. And I think we got to go back and really look at it and see what positives we can pull out of it. And again, anytime you're in a 3-9 season, it's really hard to stand up here and tell you that I can think of a lot of positives because there weren't many.
How far do you think the team is away from being an 8, 9, 10-win team?
Well, I mean, this year was just a situation where we never could gain any momentum. We had close games at the beginning of the year that usually we've been able to win and gain some momentum. Starting with our first game of the year, and just kind of snowballed, and so there's times when it really appears that we're very, very close. Even some of our in-league games that we had opportunities to win, and we just didn't get it done. And it just again, it was just we never could just grab hold of any momentum. And so I think we kind of spiraled down, and we just couldn't get out of the rut.
Coach, is there a point for this team, for this program, where you can put your finger on where things kind of got out of control? Is there?
Well, again, I think it's along the lines of what I just said. I just think that we started the season, and there were some things that we were doing well. We could never get any positive momentum going, and then it just kind of spiraled down, and I think our confidence level obviously dropped. Our quarterback play, with us having to switch quarterbacks and things of that nature, and defensively, early on we were doing some things and improving, and then it seemed like that went backwards as well. So I mean, it's just collectively altogether. To answer your question, no, I can't put my finger on one thing. It was collectively. I thought we went south collectively as a team.
Gene, what case would you make to Auburn fans or administration to continue?
I don't have to make a case. Again, y'all saw what you saw out there tonight. Again, I'm just very disappointed for our fans, and we've been in tough times before, and we've got to come back and continue to work to try to fix everything that that just kind of spiraled downward. That's where we're at.
Gene, you made the importance of this game no secret. After a season like this, after the game, the way it went, was this good enough for you to return next season?
Again, I'm not going to address anything that has to do with my job. It's not about me.
Gene, how long do you wait till you start evaluating the programs, say, this week, when you start going back against them?
Oh, I mean, ASAP. Right when we get back. There's no question in my mind that can't waste any time. What you saw as a result of this season and tonight, got to start working on it immediately.
Take a few more.
Gene, you said that it's all about winning at this level. How can you say that a 3-9 season, 0-8 in the SEC, is this acceptable? Are we not conceding?
No, it's not acceptable. And again, that's what, as I said earlier, right now, it's very disappointing for all of our fans, and it's not acceptable, and that's why we got to get it fixed.
You've said that you believe you're the guy to rebuild this program. How badly do you want to get that chance to right this thing next year?
Again, this isn't about me. Of course, I am the head football coach at Auburn, and there's no question in my mind that I believe that we can get this thing turned around and get back on the right track.
If Trey gets 1,000 yards this season, I guess that's got to be something.
Well, I think he needed 80 coming into the game, and it was good to see him get that tonight. And again, he's rushed for some tough yards, and that's one positive. You're going to look for a positive somewhere in the season. That Trey was able to get 1,000 yards was good.
Thank you.